Key 1. Stoic, the power of silence. A Stoic practice for peace and growth. In today's world, silence is often overlooked, misunderstood, or underappreciated, but holds an incredible power, one that has shaped history, healed relationships, and turned chaos into tranquility. We live in an era where every second is filled with noise, tweets, constant chatter, and distractions. Yet, the ancient wisdom of Stoicism teaches us something profoundly different. Silence isn't just the absence of sound. It's a powerful tool for clarity, strength, and grace under pressure. The Stoics, like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, saw silence as a strategic asset, a way to calm the mind, gain insight, and respond thoughtfully in challenging situations. It's not about avoiding life's demands, but about cultivating the ability to pause, reflect, and act with purpose. Today, we'll explore how embracing silence can elevate your life, helping you make smarter decisions, build stronger relationships, and maintain inner peace amidst the noise of modern life. When faced with unfair criticism, it can feel like a personal attack, throwing off our confidence and disrupting our peace. However, Stoic philosophy offers a valuable perspective. Marcus Aurelius taught that true power doesn't lie in controlling external events or opinions, but in mastering how we react to them. Imagine receiving harsh feedback at work. It's tempting to react defensively, to let anger take over. But if you pause, embrace silence, and reflect, you create space for growth. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By choosing silence in response to criticism, we're not showing weakness. We're strategically focusing on growth. This practice allows us to sift through feedback, retaining what helps us evolve while discarding what doesn't serve us. In doing so, we maintain our dignity and emotional strength. Silence, in this case, isn't about submission. It's a tool for self-improvement and resilience. In social settings where people are constantly one-upping each other with tales of their latest achievements, silence can feel like a refuge. Stoic wisdom, particularly from Epictetus, reminds us that true happiness and worth aren't reflected in external displays of success. Picture being at a gathering where someone is endlessly boasting about their promotion or vacation. Rather than engaging in this competitive exchange, Stoicism teaches us the value of silence. Silence here doesn't imply weakness or submission. It's a conscious decision to preserve your inner peace. By choosing not to engage in boastful conversations, you maintain focus on what truly matters, your values and goals. Silence in these moments communicates confidence in your own path, signaling that you're not swayed by others' displays of wealth or status. You're grounded in your own achievements, choosing to steer the conversation gracefully and preserving your peace. Anger is one of the most powerful emotions, and it can erupt suddenly, throwing us off balance and often leading to regret. Stoicism teaches us to master this fiery emotion through self-control and reflection. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom is especially valuable when dealing with anger. Imagine you're at work, and someone criticizes a project you've spent hours on. Your first instinct might be to defend it heatedly, but instead, what if you chose to pause and embrace silence? This moment of stillness allows you to process the criticism, separate the constructive feedback from negativity, and respond thoughtfully. In this silence, you create space between the event and your reaction, preventing impulsive actions that could damage relationships or harm your credibility. Silence, in this instance, isn't passive. It's an active choice to reflect, to understand the root of your anger, and to respond in alignment with your best self. This practice transforms potentially destructive energy into something constructive. By choosing silence, we gain control over our emotions and maintain our peace, demonstrating emotional intelligence and wisdom. Rumors, especially those based on lies or misconceptions, can feel like an assault on your character. They can create turmoil in your life and disrupt your peace. However, Stoic philosophy provides a powerful tool for dealing with these situations: silence. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." Rather than reacting impulsively to unfounded rumors, embracing silence allows you to maintain your composure and protect your dignity. By not engaging with gossip or responding to rumors, you avoid adding fuel to the fire. Silence becomes a way to rise above the noise, focusing on your values and inner peace instead of the opinions of others. It's a powerful way to maintain your integrity, showing that you're unaffected by external chaos and choosing to direct your energy toward what truly matters. In a world constantly vying for our attention, silence offers us a refuge, a space to reflect, to regain clarity, and to act with intention. Whether it's responding to criticism, handling boastfulness, managing anger, or navigating rumors, silence is a tool that allows us to maintain our peace and navigate life with grace. By practicing silence, we don't just avoid conflict or negativity. We cultivate wisdom, self-mastery, and emotional resilience. Silence, as the Stoics understood, isn't about withdrawing from life. It's about engaging with it more mindfully. It's about choosing how we respond to external events, protecting our inner peace, and staying grounded in our values. So, the next time you face criticism, boastful chatter, anger, or even rumors, remember that silence can be your greatest ally. It's not about avoidance. It's about mastering yourself, responding thoughtfully, and transforming chaos into clarity. Embrace silence as a strategic tool and watch how it elevates your life, helping you make better decisions, strengthen your relationships, and maintain a deeper connection to your inner peace. Key 1. Stoic what if? Instead of rushing to defend yourself against every false rumor or accusation, you simply lived in a way that proved them wrong. Imagine hearing a rumor that questions your character or integrity. The immediate instinct might be to vehemently deny it, to clarify the misunderstandings to anyone who will listen. But Stoicism offers a different approach, one of silence and steadfastness. By choosing not to engage directly with the rumors, you deprive them of fuel. You don't give them space to grow or gain traction. This doesn't mean you passively accept the rumors or resign yourself to their consequences. It means you trust in your own truth and in the people who truly know you. You continue to live with integrity, letting your actions speak louder than words. Over time, the consistency between what people hear about you and what they see you do diminishes the power of those rumors. Choosing silence in the face of gossip is not a sign of weakness. It's an act of strength and self-assurance. It reflects your commitment to Stoic principles, focusing on what you can control, your actions and your responses, rather than the uncontrollable spread of falsehoods. This approach helps you cultivate resilience and provides a sense of calm amidst the turbulence of social interactions. When you refuse to be drawn into a battle of words, you maintain your inner peace, letting your character shine through. So, the next time you find yourself at the center of a rumor, remember that silence can be your most powerful response. In the quiet strength of your actions, the truth becomes self-evident and falsehoods have no room to thrive. Now, when it comes to personal loss, whether it's the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or the collapse of a cherished dream, the pain can feel unbearable. Grief leaves a void, a space where the weight of sadness feels all-consuming. In these moments, Stoicism offers a framework not just for coping, but for understanding and transforming grief. The Stoics teach that while we cannot control the events that cause us pain, we can control how we respond to them. Consider the wisdom of Seneca, who wrote extensively on loss. He reminded us that everything in life is temporary, and while we may grieve the loss of someone or something important, we have the power to shift our perspective. Rather than focusing solely on the emptiness left behind, we can choose to reflect on the gratitude for the time we had with that person, the lessons they taught us, and the memories we created together. Grief, according to Stoic thought, is not something to be avoided or ignored, but something to be processed and understood. Instead of filling the silence with distractions to escape the pain, Stoic wisdom encourages us to sit with our emotions, to reflect deeply, and to let the experience teach us. Silence, in this context, becomes a space for reflection and growth, allowing us to better understand the fragility and beauty of life. Handling loss stoically doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, but rather observing them without allowing them to overwhelm you. It's about finding a balance between mourning and moving forward, allowing grief to be a catalyst for personal transformation. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can navigate loss with resilience, using it to deepen our understanding of life's impermanence and emerge stronger and more focused on the future. When we encounter ignorance, whether it's in the form of misinformation or poorly informed opinions, we're often tested in our ability to remain composed and act with grace. Stoicism provides us with the tools to navigate these situations with patience and, more importantly, with discernment. In such moments, the instinct might be to correct the ignorance immediately to set the record straight. But the Stoic approach encourages a more thoughtful, measured response. Rather than confronting ignorance head-on with direct opposition, which often leads to defensiveness or conflict, Stoicism teaches us to engage with understanding. Instead of reacting impulsively, we take a step back, assess the situation, and choose to respond in a way that is constructive, not combative. This response involves asking ourselves, what is our true intention? Are we trying to prove that we are right, or are we genuinely interested in fostering understanding and educating others? By keeping our motivations aligned with the latter, we not only avoid unnecessary conflict, but also set an example of how to engage with misinformation in a respectful, constructive manner. Through this approach, silence could be just as powerful as speech. When we choose to speak, it's with the intent to educate and unite, rather than to argue or divide. Stoicism doesn't just provide a way to handle ignorance. It offers a way to transform it into an opportunity for collective growth. By remaining composed and wise, we have the ability to turn misunderstandings into moments of learning. So, when confronted with ignorance, remember that your response can either perpetuate confusion or bridge gaps in understanding. The Stoic path invites us to turn such moments into opportunities for growth, both for ourselves and for others, embodying patience and grace in the face of the world's many misunderstandings. Key 1. Stoic in the face of injustice. Our first instinct may be to react swiftly, raising our voices, demanding justice, or confronting those responsible. While these responses can be necessary, wisdom teaches us to pause and reflect before taking action. This moment of reflection is not weakness, it is power. It allows us to respond with clarity, ensuring that our actions lead to true justice rather than unnecessary conflict. When we encounter injustice, whether in our community or workplace, it is crucial not only to address the wrongdoing, but to do so in a way that fosters long-term solutions. Reacting out of raw emotion can escalate tensions, but approaching the issue with a calm and strategic mindset enables us to create meaningful change. This might mean engaging in dialogue, advocating for better policies, or educating others about the root causes of injustice. True strength lies in maintaining inner peace even when chaos surrounds us. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that our serenity must remain intact, no matter how turbulent the external world becomes. This does not mean tolerating wrongdoing. It means refusing to let our emotions cloud our judgment. A composed mind is a powerful weapon against injustice, allowing us to act decisively without being consumed by anger or fear. Likewise, when faced with arrogance or boastfulness, the wise do not engage in petty competition. The world often pressures us to showcase our achievements, to seek approval, and to prove our worth. But true fulfillment does not come from external validation. It comes from living with integrity. When others brag or exaggerate their successes, the strongest response is not to outshine them, but to remain secure in our own path. Silence is not a sign of weakness, but of confidence. When we refuse to be drawn into the games of ego and vanity, we show that our self-worth is not dictated by others. This quiet strength often shifts the energy in a room, making those around us reconsider their own behavior. The one who listens with serenity, rather than boasting, commands the most respect. This same principle applies when facing insults. The natural urge is to retaliate, to defend ourselves, to fight back with words of our own. But what if we saw insults as an opportunity for growth rather than a personal attack? The words others throw at us often reveal more about them than about us. By choosing not to react impulsively, we take control of the situation rather than allowing it to control us. To remain composed in the face of criticism is an act of power. It shows that our peace is unshaken, that we do not allow the negativity of others to dictate our emotions. This does not mean we accept false accusations, but rather that we refuse to be dragged down by them. A measured response, or even dignified silence, can disarm an aggressor and turn a moment of conflict into one of self-mastery. In every challenge, in every confrontation, we are given a choice: to be ruled by impulse or to act with wisdom. Those who embrace patience and discernment do not merely react to life, they shape it. True strength is not found in loud declarations or reckless actions, but in the ability to remain steadfast, to seek justice with wisdom, and to live each day anchored in virtue rather than fleeting emotions. The world does not define us. Our choices do. Let our actions, not our words, reveal the depth of our character.